If I had to recommend one meal for students to learn, which is cheap, adaptable, simple and macro friendly, it will always be fried rice. It's essential to have some leftover rice for the dry texture and to avoid everything clumping together. For protein, I went with a block of tofu. Make sure to get the moisture out by patting the tofu down with some paper towel like so, and then chopping it up into fine pieces. I then add a splash of soy sauce and a tablespoon of corn flour to get it extra crispy. The vegetables which I used were red pepper and spring onions, but to be honest, most vegetables go great in this recipe, so you can also use peas, cabbage, carrots, broccoli, whatever you have left over in the fridge. I then used some aromatics with freshly chopped garlic and ginger. For the sauce, we want to hit the 5 basic tastes, so salt and umami from the soy sauce, spice from the sriracha, sourness from the lime or vinegar, and sweetness from a squeeze of honey or agave syrup. You can optionally add a splash of water and cornstarch together to thicken the sauce up. Now the cooking begins, so starting with a hot pan and oil, add your tofu and make sure it's spread evenly and not clumped up together. After a couple of minutes, add your garlic and ginger and mix around, flipping the tofu so that it can get extra crispy. The red pepper goes in next, along with half of the sauce, and make sure everything is mixed evenly. I like to add a handful of spring onions here and save the rest for later. After a couple more minutes, make some space in the center of the pan for the rice and the remaining sauce. Here we want to flatten down the rice with your spatula and let it fry for a few more minutes to get that extra crispiness on the bottom. After a couple more minutes, your rice is ready to serve. I like to top mine with some crispy chilies, nori and sesame seeds, and the remaining spring onions. And there you have it. At under 500 calories and costing $1.50 per portion, you have a delicious meal which takes less than 30 minutes to make.